So hey everybody, it's Mickey, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to easily style your front hall for spring. So if you are new here, I hope you'll take a minute to subscribe. I put out new videos every week about all things home. I think no matter the size of your entranceway, front hall, or foyer, this space is a very important part of your home. It's like the first thing that you see when you come home at the end of a long day, and it's the first thing that your guests see upon entering. This space can quickly give an impression of you and your lifestyle, and it's the spot that can set the tone for the rest of your home. My best tip is while you are gathering the things that you really love to put in your space, find an inspiration piece that can set the tone for your style, whether it be color, texture, or theme. Finding that inspiration piece can make this whole process so much easier. My inspiration piece for all of the spring decorating in my home is this beautiful nest framed art print that I got from art.com. Art.com is one of my favorite places to find these kinds of pieces. Within this print are all of my favorite colors. I love the grays and the greens, tans and creams, and nests really represent spring to me. I always like to start off with a nice clean space. This entrance table I got a couple years ago from Wayfair. I painted it a really pretty creamy chalk paint white color. That's the perfect match to the cabinet that I also have here in the foyer. Now, as you can see, it took me a couple tries to get all these placemats lined up. I shared these in my last Walmart decor haul video that I'll leave a link to up above for you. I'm adding back my beautiful mercury glass lamp that I got from Amazon. I will be sure to leave as many links as I can down below for you to anything I share in today's video. I'm adding in that beautiful inspiration art print. I'm just going to lean it up against the mirror because I switch these out for every season. I also like to layer pieces in my displays, and to do that you need a lot of little things. I really love these wood slices that I think I got at Hobby Lobby years ago. I use them for all kinds of displays or plate chargers, but they are such a great base to a lot of my decorating. Covered books are also one of my most favorite things to add to my displays. They can help elevate certain pieces in your displays by tying several books together with twine, or they are just all good on their own. I found two of the most beautiful moss-covered bird nests that I just love online at tableclothfactory.com. I have filled the smallest one with a tiny potted plant that I found at Target and some of that shredded paper that I use in all of my flower arranging. A staple in all of my decorating throughout my home are wooden bead garlands. I have them in all sizes and colors. Some I have made and some I have purchased. This small garland I purchased at Hobby Lobby. It is the perfect size for small displays like we're doing today. These two bunny pieces were one of my very first purchases ever at Home Goods years and years ago, and I still pull them out every year to add somewhere in the house for spring. I used two small wooden risers under one of the bunnies on the entrance table to give just a little bit more dimension, and with that, the table is complete. So next on our list is to decorate this beautiful chalk painted cabinet here in the hallway. I really love to decorate on tops of things, and especially this cabinet because we have a 2-story foyer, and I love the way it always brings your eye up when you come into the front door. And it's just a perfect place to decorate. My husband helped me to get this large white arch on top of the cabinet. I purchased this like a year or two ago from DECOCRATED's online store. Now the garlands there are always on the cabinet. One is a wool felt garland I found on Amazon. The other is a whitewashed wood garland that I found at Kirkland's. If I can find links to these, I will be sure to put them in the description box down below for you. I always like to have some kind of basket on top of this cabinet, and this basket here is a collection of some of my favorite things. I had this up during the winter time, and I think it's just going to have to carry us all the way through summer. I have an ivory and green throw in there, along with a pillow and some greens, and that black and white fabric is the same fabric used on the pillows in my living room, and I really like the way it kind of pulls those two rooms together. I really love this wooden bowl that I found at the at-home store. Now throughout the winter it held a pile of pine cones, but for spring and summer I want to add another one of those moss-covered bird nests. This one is going to be much larger than the one that is on the hall table. I'm going to set everything up on another one of those wood slices, and the nest itself is going to rest in a small moss-covered wreath. To the inside of the nest, I'm just going to add some silvery greens and some of those paper white flowers. So I really think that the top of the cabinet is so beautiful and perfect for spring. Now down below, I always like to hang something on the front of the cabinet. And for spring, I'm going to be hanging this beautiful silvery green wreath that I found at the at-home store. I also made this big fluffy tan and cream bow to hang on the front. And yes, apparently I like to match my bows. I get asked all the time how I hang things on the cabinet without damaging the cabinet door, and it's pretty simple really. I use an upside down command hook, and I always attach twine to whatever I'm hanging on the door, which is usually some kind of wreath. I just pull the string over the top of the door and tie it to the hook, and my wreath is hung perfectly, and I can still open and close the door whenever I need to. I attach the bows to the wreath pretty much the same way. I always use jute twine to tie my bows, which makes them so much easier to tie them to the wreaths. I tie them to the wreaths instead of permanently attaching them because I like to change the bows out all the time, and this is the easiest way that I have found to remove them without damaging the bow. So my front hall is all ready for spring. I really love the colors in this space. My inspiration piece is just the perfect backdrop to all those little details around the room. One thing I will say about decorating is that it is something that I think that we do for ourselves and for our families to make our home comfortable and beautiful. Make your style your own. Not everybody will love the style that you choose, but as long as it is what makes you and your family happy at home, that's all that's important. As I have changed my home over from darker colors of red and gold and greens, I feel that this space is so much more peaceful. It is so much more reflective of the quieter life that I lead now, and it's such a relief to open that door and come home at the end of the day. So thank you all so much for watching today and spending a little time with me. Check the description box down below for any links that I mentioned in today's video. And while you're there, leave me a comment. Let me know what your decorating style is and what your favorite color to decorate with is. My favorite color, of course, is green. You will see it throughout my whole house. Join our communities over on Facebook and Instagram at My Bashful Life, and don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to have you all back as part of our YouTube family. So until I see you in that next video, I hope that you love the life that you have, be kind to each other, stay safe, and I will see you again soon. Bye!